Welcome to Behaviour Bootcamp. I want to talk today about accountability. Accountability as parents, and also the accountability that our children have for their behaviours. Now, a lot of parents do struggle with this. I'm a parent, I struggle with this sometimes. When things go wrong, it's really easy to blame our children. Now, sure enough, I'm not saying that children are devoid of any blame and that anything that a child does is a parent's fault. But notionally, I am. Because what we do as parents directly affects the behaviour of our children. If we have parented our children in terms of very lax boundaries and inconsistency and allowed them to get away with murder for just about forever, is it any wonder that those children behave in the way that they do? Now, these kids may be amazing kids, they may be great kids, they may have so much positive things going on that it's untrue. But the point is, the fact of the matter is that some of their behaviour might be completely unacceptable, but it's allowed to continue. Now, the accountability side comes in facing up to that, sucking it up and just understanding that we may have done a lot right bringing our children up, but actually there are some things that we could have done far better. Now, the bad news here is the longer you leave it, the more likely it is that you won't be able to turn it around. So if you found this video today and you're interested in actually sorting out problem behaviour, then today is the day that you should start. If not today, then draw up your plan, get yourself in a space where you can quickly and get started. Because the longer you leave it, the more difficult it gets, the more hard it gets. Accountability is about honesty. It's about being honest. Now, none of us are perfect, okay? None of us are perfect. We've all made mistakes. Every parent on the planet has made mistakes. Ignore social media. That mum or that dad that seems to be the perfect parent, I can absolutely guarantee that their house probably looks like a car accident. You're just seeing what they want you to see. Everybody's house is bedlam. Most people who've got children know what it's like in the morning. Their house is absolute bedlam. But within that bedlam, we have to have routines, we have to have organisation, we have to have some kind of system to take the edge off the bedlam, so it looks less like a train wreck and more like a functioning environment for those children. Because otherwise, within that chaos, your children's behaviour is just going to be manifesting as unhelpful and self-centred and really challenging. So what we need to do first and foremost is accept our failings, accept that we haven't done very well. Because once we can do that, we can move forward in making progress. Accountability is very important, as I mentioned in my first video. Okay? Be critical of yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't go and shed tears. Don't think to yourself, oh, I'm going to send my kids away. How could I possibly have allowed this to happen? None of those things, okay? Fresh start, just look at it and think, I understand what I'm good at as a parent. I understand what I get, what value I bring to my children's lives and how much I love them and they love me. But that's not what we're talking about, okay? We're talking about the things that aren't working very well. So I'm not a glass half empty kind of person. I'm actually a very positive person, but I don't want to bang on all day about the endless positives. We're here to talk about things that aren't positive and then turn them into things that are. So accountability and honesty, brutal honesty, is the way forward with this. Now, a video a little bit later on, I'm going to talk about the first steps that we need to take in terms of actually meaningful adaptations and changes to parenting styles that will result in outcomes and good results. And on the next video we will start to delve into that, but just for the time being, for the next little while, just consider the things that haven't worked. Think about the things that are unhelpful in terms of your parenting, because they will form the crux of the things that we need to change.